Jacob was a simple man. He lived his life by the rhythms of the earth. His days were filled with the quiet toil of farm work. He woke before sunrise and tended to his crops and animals. Jacob was Amish, and he found solace in the traditions of his people. Miles away, Ethan and Oliver navigated a different world. Their days were filled with the constant hum of the city. They were a couple, their lives intertwined in the tapestry of love and ambition. They found joy in their work, their friends, and the vibrant energy of their neighborhood. Their worlds were polar opposites, one rooted in tradition, the other embracing change. Yet, they were connected by the invisible threads of shared humanity. They were more alike than different, bound by the same hopes, dreams, and fears. One day, a letter arrived at Ethan and Oliver's apartment. It was from Jacob.
I have heard of your life in the city. I invite you to my farm. I want to show you my way of life. In return, I wish to experience yours.
Ethan and Oliver were shocked. They had never met Jacob. They couldn't imagine two more different worlds. But something about Jacob's sincerity touched them. They felt a pull toward this unexpected adventure. Should we do it? It feels important.
Yeah, let's go. This could be something special.
They decided to accept his invitation. They packed their bags, a mix of excitement and trepidation swirling within them. They knew this journey would challenge their perceptions. It would force them to confront their own biases. Little did they know, it would open their hearts to a world they never knew existed. Arriving at the farm was like stepping back in time. The hustle and bustle of the city seemed a distant memory as they stepped onto the rustic land. The farm was a world away from the concrete jungle they were used to, with its sprawling fields and quaint buildings. It was a place where time seemed to slow down, allowing them to breathe in the fresh, unpolluted air and take in the serene surroundings. The air was filled with the scent of hay and earth, a stark contrast to the exhaust fumes and industrial smells of the city. The rich, loamy scent of the soil was almost intoxicating, grounding them in the present moment. They could feel the life teeming beneath their feet, a reminder of the natural world's resilience and beauty. The silence was broken only by the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. It was a peaceful symphony that played in the background, a far cry from the constant honking of horns and the clamor of city life. The gentle breeze carried with it the songs of nature, creating a soothing soundtrack to their rural adventure. Ethan and Oliver, used to the constant noise of the city, felt a strange sense of peace settle over them. The tranquility of the farm was a balm to their frayed nerves, offering a respite from their hectic urban lives. They found themselves unwinding, their minds quieting as they absorbed the calmness around them. Life on the farm was hard work. The tasks were physically demanding, requiring strength and endurance. From dawn till dusk, there was always something to be done, whether it was feeding the animals, tending to the crops, or maintaining the equipment. It was a stark reminder of the labor that went into producing the food they often took for granted. Ethan and Oliver struggled to keep up with Jacob. The seasoned farmer moved with an ease and efficiency that came from years of experience. They, on the other hand, fumbled and faltered, their city-bred bodies unaccustomed to the rigors of farm life. But Jacob was patient, guiding them with a steady hand and a kind word. "My hands, they're blistering!" The soft, uncalloused hands of city dwellers were no match for the rough, demanding work of the farm. Each task left its mark, a testament to their efforts and determination.
I had no idea baling hay could be this tough. The physical exertion was unlike anything they had experienced before. Every muscle ached and every joint protested. But they pushed through, driven by a newfound respect for the farmers who did this every day.
Their soft hands blistered from milking cows. The repetitive motion, combined with the unfamiliarity of the task, took its toll. Yet, there was a certain satisfaction in the work, a sense of accomplishment that came from doing something tangible and real. Their backs ached from baling hay. The heavy lifting and constant bending were grueling, but it was a good kind of pain, one that spoke of effort and perseverance. They were beginning to understand the value of hard work, the pride that came from a job well done. But through the sweat and the struggle, they began to appreciate the simple rhythm of farm life. There was a beauty in the routine, a comfort in the predictability of the tasks. Each day brought its own challenges, but also its own rewards. They learned the satisfaction of planting a seed and watching it grow. The act of nurturing something from a tiny seed to a thriving plant was profoundly fulfilling. It was a reminder of the cycles of life, of growth and renewal. They discovered the quiet joy of sharing a meal made from scratch. The food tasted better, richer and more satisfying, knowing the effort that had gone into producing it. It was a celebration of their hard work and a testament to the farm's bounty. Most importantly, they witnessed the deep sense of community that bound Jacob and his neighbors. The farm was more than just a place of work, it was a hub of connection and support. They saw how everyone pitched in, helping each other in times of need, and realized that this sense of belonging was the true heart of farm life. To Jacob's journey to the city was a sensory overload. The moment he stepped off the bus, he was hit by a wave of sights, sounds, and smells that were completely foreign to him. The city was alive, buzzing with an energy that was both exhilarating and intimidating. The cacophony of traffic, the towering buildings, the sheer number of people overwhelmed him. He had never seen so many cars, so many people moving in every direction, each seemingly with a purpose. The skyscrapers loomed above him, making him feel small and insignificant. He felt like a small boat tossed about in a vast, turbulent sea. The city was a storm, and he was struggling to stay afloat, to find his bearings in this new, chaotic environment. Ethan and Oliver, his new friends, took him to a bustling street fair. They wanted to show him the vibrant side of city life, the part that was full of color and excitement. The air was thick with the scent of exotic foods. Spices he had never encountered before tickled his nose, and his mouth watered at the sight of dishes he couldn't even name. Music pulsed from every corner. Street musicians played lively tunes, and speakers blasted music that made the ground beneath his feet vibrate. People from all walks of life mingled and laughed. There were families, couples, groups of friends, all enjoying the festive atmosphere. Jacob watched it all with a mix of fear and fascination. He was both drawn to and repelled by the chaos around him.
This is so different from anything I've ever known. The words slipped out of his mouth before he could stop them. A reflection of his awe and bewilderment.
He saw couples of all races and orientations, their love on full display. It was a beautiful sight, one that challenged his previous notions of what love could look like. He saw families with adopted children, their laughter echoing in the summer air. The joy was infectious, and he found himself smiling despite his initial discomfort. He saw a community that embraced diversity and celebrated individuality. It was a stark contrast to the homogeneity of his hometown, and it made him realize how big the world truly was. It's a lot to take in, huh? Ethan's voice broke through his thoughts, grounding him in the present moment.
Yeah, but it's beautiful in its own way. Oliver's words resonated with him, helping him see the beauty in the chaos.
Jacob's eyes opened to a new world, one that was as vibrant and complex as his own. He realized that while the city was different, it was also full of life and possibilities, just like the world he had left behind. One evening, Ethan and Oliver took Jacob to a festival. It was a special night, one that they had been looking forward to for weeks. The Festival of Lights was an annual event that brought the entire city together in celebration. The streets were filled with people, all eager to experience the magic of the night. The city was aglow with twinkling lights, and the air was filled with music and laughter. Everywhere they looked, there were vibrant colors and dazzling displays. Street performers entertained the crowds, and food vendors offered delicious treats from around the world. The atmosphere was electric, and it was impossible not to get caught up in the excitement.
Wow, look at all those lights. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it before. The way the lights dance and shimmer, it's like the whole city is alive.
Yeah, it's one of the most amazing festivals of the year. People come from all over just to be a part of it. It's a time when everyone can come together and celebrate the beauty of our city and the diversity of our community. As they walked through the crowd, Jacob noticed a group of people lighting candles. The flickering flames created a serene and solemn atmosphere amidst the festive chaos. It was a stark contrast to the lively celebrations happening all around them. It was a vigil for victims of hate crimes. The candles represented the lives lost and the hope for a future free from such violence. The sight of so many people coming together in solidarity was both heartbreaking and inspiring.
Jacob, this vigil is a way to remember those who have been targeted for who they are. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of standing up against hate and supporting one another.
That's really powerful. I never realized how much these events mean to people. It's one thing to hear about it, but seeing it in person is something else entirely.
People of all faiths and backgrounds stood together, united in their grief and their commitment to justice. The diversity of the crowd was a testament to the strength and resilience of the community. It was a powerful display of unity, and a reminder that love and compassion can overcome even the darkest of times. It's important for us to stand together to show that love and unity can overcome hate. When we come together like this, we send a message that we will not be divided by fear or prejudice. Jacob watched as a young woman spoke about her brother, who had been attacked for being gay. Her voice trembled with emotion as she shared her story, and the crowd listened in respectful silence. It was a poignant moment that highlighted the personal impact of hate crimes. He listened to the stories of loss, resilience, and hope. Each story was a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of community. The shared experiences created a bond among the attendees, a sense of collective healing and determination. And in that moment, something shifted within him. Jacob realized the importance of standing up for what is right and supporting those who are marginalized. The festival was not just a celebration of lights, but a beacon of hope and a call to action for a better, more inclusive world. Later that night, as they sat in Ethan and Oliver's apartment, a comfortable silence settled over them.
I never understood why your world seemed so different from mine.
We're more alike than you think, Jacob. We all want to be loved. We all want to be accepted for who we are.
I judged you. I let my beliefs blind me to your humanity.
We all make mistakes, Jacob. The important thing is that we learn from them.
A desire for a more just world, a belief in kindness. They discovered shared passions, a love of nature. As they ate, they talked about their lives, their families, their hopes and dreams. The next morning, Jacob joined Ethan and Oliver for breakfast.
With nostalgia, I remember my childhood on the farm.
And in that simple act of sharing, the bridge between their worlds grew a little stronger. Ethan and Oliver talked about their dreams of starting a family, their faces alight with hope. You know, our differences are just threads in a rich tapestry of human experience.
Exactly. We are two sides of the same coin, connected by a shared humanity that transcends our differences.
As Jacob prepared to return to his farm, he embraced Ethan and Oliver.
Thank you for opening my eyes to a world I never knew. I realize now that love, acceptance, and understanding are universal truths.
Ethan and Oliver waved goodbye, their hearts full. We've learned the value of stepping outside our comfort zones.
And the transformative power of empathy and understanding.
They had learned that true connection comes not from ignoring our differences, but from embracing them. They knew that the journey didn't end there. They had a responsibility to share what they learned, to build bridges of understanding in their own communities. They had a duty to challenge prejudice, to fight for equality, and to create a world where everyone felt seen, heard, and loved. In the end, it was a simple story. But sometimes the simplest stories are the most profound. It was a story about two worlds colliding, about preconceived notions being challenged, and about the transformative power of human connection. It was a story that reminded us that we are all more alike than different. It was a story that gave us hope for a future where understanding triumphs over ignorance, where empathy conquers fear, and where love, in all its forms, lights the way forward. It was a story that whispered, never underestimate the power of a single encounter. For in the most unexpected moments, we find ourselves face to face with the extraordinary capacity of the human heart.